Hi, I'm Mitch Gallagher from Sweetwater. I'm coming to you from 601 Studios in Burbank, California. It is the day before the big 909 Day event, which is something put on by Roland and BOSS to introduce more than 30 new products worldwide. What we're checking out here today is the brand new line of Katana guitar amplifiers, and I'm joined by Jeff Slingluff, the product strategy manager for Roland BOSS. Good to see you.
Nice to meet you. Thanks for coming. I'm the strategic product manager for BOSS and Roland guitar products, and my job is to oversee what goes on in America as far as sales, trends, interface with Japan as far as what people are liking, what they don't like, features, set, and basically just try and figure out what the industry is doing and how to best promote our product.
Awesome. That's a big job. A lot of cool things going on.
Totally. It's very fun, very exciting, and challenging because it's such a wide field of things going on between all the guitar products, the pedal products that are out there, right? But very challenging and very enjoyable.
Absolutely. So what we're checking out here are the Katana amplifiers. This is a brand new family of amps. Tell us a little bit about these.
So Katana amplifiers, one of the reasons they're called Katana is for cut through, right? Because one of the main things that these things are designed to do is that we took what we learned in the Wazacraft amplifiers and the Blues Cube class amplifiers, learning how to figure out what causes an amplifier to cut through sound, how to best use the amplifier section. And, the typical thing that people talk about is my 100-watt solid-state amp can't keep up with my 100-watt tube amp at all, right? So we tried to figure out all those things in the Wazacraft head, in the Blues Cube series of amplifiers, and have finally been able to put it into an affordable package called Katana.
That's awesome. So give us a tour of all the different members of the family. We've got some 100 watts here. I know there's 50 watts. What all is involved?
So there are 4 models in the Katana amp line, right? So there's a 50 watt, which starts off at 199 map, right? We have a 100 watt, which is 349 map. A head, which I'm really excited about, and I'll tell you a little bit about that in a second. It's 100 watt as well, and then 100 watt 212.
Nice. So you've really got a range of things covered here, and all of these have power scaling or power control built in, so you can drop them down for bedroom practice or take them on a big stage.
Exactly. So one of the big things about the Katana amplifiers and all of the BOSS amplifiers, the Wazacraft and everything, is trying to get that tactile sensibility that guitar players need when they're used to a professional amplifier. That sense that it's going to, springs back on your hands, that enjoyment that we experience. So that's part of, both the physical ability that, you feel it on your hands, but also part of the sonic characteristics, because that has a lot to do with the harmonics coming in and out and stuff like that. But what happens typically if you're, say, on a master volume amplifier, classic amp, right? As you turn down the master volume, they do it when they're cranked up, but as you pull down the master volume, they stop hitting the tubes the way they would normally do, stop hitting the power amp section, transform, distortion, all those things. With these amplifiers, because you have the power control on it, you can get that tone, that feel, that sensibility that you like, and then change that to a volume level that you prefer at the moment, but also still maintain the sensibility and feel.
Right, very nice. Now, the other thing that's nice about these amplifiers is they aren't just a single tone kind of an amplifier. You actually have 4 different amp models in this.
Yes, they have 4 different amp models in them, right? And I refer to these as 4-channel amplifiers, because you can say which one that you like, right? There's the brown sound, which is derived from the Waza head, right? Which people really loved and enjoyed, which is a great solo sound, great rhythm sound, full-bodied, classic tone. There's lead, which obviously everybody needs a good lead channel, right? Good crunch sound, which one of the things that we were very focused on in our crunch sound is not only being that classic crunch that you want and that very tubey sensibility and the tactile experience that you get, but a lot of the amplifiers in this price range and category have trouble with distortion pedals, right? So crunch, clean, all the amp models on this are designed to really handle distortion pedals quite well, because we are BOSS, right? We make distortion pedals, and we would like you to use them with our product, right? Sure. And many of the other amps in this category, they don't necessarily hold together so well with distortion pedals, right? Crunch is a great, palette to start with for those high, overdrive pedals and things like that. There's a clean sound, which is glassy, smooth, wide, but has depth and feel, which I think people are really going to enjoy. And then unusual to this, which I'm really excited about, is there's an acoustic model in there. The acoustic model is not an acoustic simulator. It doesn't make this sound like an acoustic guitar. That's not the intention. The intention is you're in the middle of a gig, you want to pull out your acoustic guitar for, you know, the ballad in the middle of the show, right? Instead of having a direct box and have to figure out different feedbacks and things like that, you just plug in, choose the acoustic model, and it's now your delivery system for the gig, and you're ready to go.
Right, and you're also including effects, so you have the whole system basically inside the amp.
Yes, this is really exciting. Obviously, being BOSS, right, people are quite excited about our effects and our abilities for there, so we obviously had to put a plethora of them in there for everybody. Inside the amplifier, it can run 3 simultaneous effects, right? One of them is fixed as reverb. The other 2 you can choose from a variety of things for it. There are 15 that are held internally, and then via the software externally, we have 55 more that are available that you can interchange, right? Tune them to your preferences, and of course, you can choose their pre-posted position inside of the amplifier, so you can kind of dial it into your own preference. But even if you didn't plug in the software, it's already set up, ready, revved, ready to go.
So the 100-watt head has a really cool feature. Tell us about that.
One of the things I'm really excited about on the head is not only is it an awesome head and has a great sound experience, right, through any 412, 112, whatever cabinet that you have, but it comes with its own 5-inch speaker, which is just a delight to have because, you know, we all have been in a situation where there's a 412 at the venue or at the rehearsal stage, you know, and you're going back and forth. You know, maybe you want to leave your 412 at that rehearsal and take the head home and need something to practice with. It can both be your practice amp and your gigging amplifier, just by the fact that it has its own speaker in it. And one of the things I additionally love is the sound of it, because I didn't expect the 5-inch speaker to actually have a good tone, and it does. It's got an awesome little tone, right, which, you know, being a fan of Brian May, I instantly wanted to throw a microphone on it. It's very exciting.
Okay, we got to plug it in and check it out. That sounds awesome. Jeff, thanks so much for giving us a tour of the Katana amps. They sound great. They have tons of features. They're ideal whether you're practicing at home or you're taking them on stage.
Thank you so much for coming.
Our pleasure. Thanks for having us here. And thank you for joining me at 601 Studios in Burbank, California. I'm Mitch Gallagher from Sweetwater.